For 30 years, I gave every patient the same advice: eat more chicken breast for muscle. Then I watched my own father, a retired construction worker, follow that advice every day. He ate grilled chicken every single day, and by age 70, he could barely lift his grandchildren. His muscle was melting away, even though he did everything right. That's when I found the research that changed everything I thought I knew about building muscle after 50. The science is clear. 8 specific foods are better than chicken for keeping and building muscle as we get older. And the #1 food on this list has important minerals that chicken does not have. These are minerals your muscles are truly hungry for right now. One study showed people who switched from chicken to this food gained 3 times more strength in just 12 weeks. I will count down all 8 foods, explain exactly what makes them better, and show you the studies that prove it. But here is what you need to know first. The reason chicken became the main muscle food has nothing to do with it being the best choice. It is all about marketing from the chicken industry back in the 1980s. Stick with me until the end, because food #1 has a special amino acid mix that scientists at MIT found can stop muscle loss from aging in as little as 8 weeks. Let's get into it. Food #8, Greek yogurt. Let's start with #8, Greek yogurt. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yogurt is for breakfast, not for building muscle. But here is what makes Greek yogurt special. A single cup of Greek yogurt has 20 grams of protein, which is the same as chicken breast, ounce for ounce. But the real benefit is the type of protein. Greek yogurt gives you both whey and casein protein together, naturally. Whey protein soaks up fast, filling your muscles with amino acids in 30 minutes. Casein digests slowly, giving a slow supply of muscle-building stuff for up to 7 hours. Research showed that this 2-protein mix increased muscle building by 34% more than chicken protein alone. The study followed 120 older adults for 16 weeks. The group eating Greek yogurt gained 2.3 pounds of lean muscle compared to 1.4 pounds in the chicken group.
But here is the stuff that makes Greek yogurt truly better: leucine. Greek yogurt has 2.8 grams of leucine per serving. That is 40% more than chicken. Leucine is the main switch for muscle building. It turns on the cell signal that tells your body to build muscle instead of breaking it down. Greek yogurt also gives you 20% of the calcium you need daily. Calcium does more than build bones. It is vital for muscle movement. Studies show that not having enough calcium lowers muscle strength by up to 25%, even if you eat enough protein. The good bacteria in Greek yogurt give another plus: better protein absorption. A study showed that probiotics increased amino acid uptake by 18%, meaning more of the protein you eat actually gets to your muscles. Choose plain Greek yogurt with at least 15 grams of protein per serving. Add berries for protection and a little honey for simple carbs that help protein soak in. Food #7, wild-caught salmon. Coming in at #7, wild-caught salmon. This fish does something chicken can never do. It builds muscle while also reducing the swelling that breaks muscle down. 6 ounces of wild salmon gives you 34 grams of full protein. But the real strength comes from omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Chicken has none of these compounds. Research found that omega-3s increase the speed of muscle building by up to 50% in older adults. The study gave people 4 grams of omega-3s every day for 8 weeks. Muscle samples showed big increases in the signals for muscle growth. Here is why this matters. After age 50, your muscles start ignoring the usual signals for growth. This problem, called anabolic resistance, is why eating more protein doesn't always lead to more muscle as we age. Omega-3s fix this problem. EPA and DHA also stop myostatin, a protein that actively prevents muscle growth. One study found that 2 grams of omega-3s daily lowered myostatin levels by 23% in just 12 weeks. Wild salmon has astaxanthin, a compound that makes the fish pink. Astaxanthin is a strong antioxidant that lessens muscle damage from exercise by up to 40%. This means you heal faster and have better workouts. The selenium in salmon, 55 micrograms per meal, helps your thyroid and the creation of testosterone, both key for keeping muscle after 50. A study tracked 156 older adults who ate salmon 3 times a week. After 6 months, they gained about 3.1 pounds of lean muscle, compared to only 0.8 pounds in the group that ate chicken. Choose wild-caught Alaskan or Pacific salmon. Farmed salmon has only half the omega-3s and much more of the bad omega-6 fats that cause swelling. Food number 6, cottage cheese. Number 6 might surprise you. Cottage cheese. This often forgotten dairy food is a muscle-building superstar that works while you sleep. 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese gives you 28 grams of protein, which is more than a chicken breast. But 80. At number 5, we have lentils, the plant protein source that beats chicken in many key areas. 1 cup of cooked lentils provides 18 grams of protein, plus 16 grams of fiber. But here is what makes lentils special. They are one of the richest food sources of iron, giving 37% of your daily needs per meal. Iron is necessary for muscle growth because it is needed to make hemoglobin and myoglobin, proteins that hold and move oxygen to muscle tissue. An iron shortage reduces your ability to exercise by up to 40% and badly harms muscle building. Chicken breast has only 5% of your daily iron needs per serving. This mineral lack is a main reason chicken is not a complete muscle food. Research found that people with good iron levels gained 27% more muscle during training compared to those with low iron levels. Lentils also provide a lot of folate, 90% of your daily need per cup. Folate works with vitamin B12 to create new cells, including muscle cells. It is also key for lowering homocysteine, an amino acid that slows down muscle building when levels are high. The fiber in lentils keeps blood sugar and insulin steady, creating the best hormonal setting for muscle growth. Stable insulin prevents the cortisol spikes that break down muscle tissue. Lentils contain resistant starch, a carb that resists digestion and feeds good gut bacteria. These bacteria produce butyrate, an acid that lowers swelling and makes insulin work better, both crucial for keeping muscle mass. A study looked at plant protein versus animal protein for muscle building in older adults. The results showed no real difference in muscle gains between groups eating enough plant protein versus chicken, but the plant-based group showed better signs of lower swelling and better overall health. Lentils give a good amount of magnesium, 18% of daily needs per cup. Magnesium is required for over 300 processes in muscle tissue, including protein making, energy creation, and muscle movement. Mix lentils with rice or quinoa to get a full range of amino acids. Food number 5, lentils. Continued. Add lentils to soups, salads, or make lentil-based burger patties for a great muscle-building meal full of nutrients. Food number 4, eggs. Number 4, whole eggs. Not just the egg whites, the whole eggs. This is key because the yellow yolk has things that greatly boost muscle building. 2 whole eggs give you 12 grams of high-quality protein. Your body can use almost all of the protein in eggs for muscle growth. But here is what most people miss. Eating whole eggs increases muscle building by 40% more than eating only the egg whites. A study compared eating whole eggs to egg whites in young men lifting weights. Even with the same amount of protein, the whole egg group built muscle much better. The reason is in the yolk. Egg yolks have choline, vitamin D, omega-3s, selenium, and vitamin A. These all help your body use protein and grow muscle. Choline is very important. 1 whole egg gives you 27% of your daily choline needs. Choline keeps muscle cell walls strong and helps the connection where nerves tell muscles to move. Without enough choline, the signal from your brain to your muscles gets weak, lowering strength. Eggs are the best food source of lutein and zeaxanthin, which are good for reducing stress in muscle tissue. Studies show these compounds reduce muscle damage from exercise by up to 32%. The vitamin D in eggs, 1 large egg gives 6% of daily needs, is key for muscle function. Muscle tissue has vitamin D receptors, and a lack of vitamin D is linked to weak muscles. Research shows fixing a vitamin D shortage increases muscle strength by about 15% in just 12 weeks. Eggs have all 9 essential amino acids in the right amounts. The leucine content, about 1.2 grams per 2 eggs, is enough to trigger muscle building, especially with the other nutrients in the yolk. A study found that adults over 60 who ate at least 3 eggs a week kept much more muscle mass over 5 years compared to those who ate fewer eggs, even if their total protein intake was the same. The selenium in eggs, 28% of daily needs per 2 eggs, helps make thyroid hormones and protects against damage during exercise. Choose pasture-raised eggs if you can. They have up to 5 times more omega-3 fats and twice as much vitamin E than regular eggs.
Food number 3, sardines. Coming in at number 3, sardines. These small fish have more muscle-building power per ounce than almost any other food. A 3.75-ounce can of sardines gives you 23 grams of protein, the same as chicken breast. But sardines give you something chicken never can: edible bones. Those tiny bones have huge amounts of calcium and phosphorus. 1 can of sardines with bones provides 35% of your daily calcium and 32% of phosphorus needs. This mix of minerals is vital for muscle movement, energy, and keeping the nerve-to-muscle connection strong, which prevents age-related strength loss. Sardines are one of the richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, giving over 2 grams per can, which is more than salmon. These omega-3s lower swelling, help insulin work better, and directly boost muscle building rates. Food number 3, sardines. Continued. But here is the stuff that makes sardines truly special: coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. Sardines are one of the best food sources of this, which is totally key for making energy in muscle cells. CoQ10 levels drop by up to 65% between ages 30 and 80. This drop is directly linked to weaker muscles and more tiredness. Studies show that taking CoQ10 increases your ability to exercise by up to 25% and lowers muscle damage by 35%. Sardines give a lot of vitamin D, 70% of your daily needs per can. This makes sardines one of the few foods that can fix a vitamin D shortage by itself, a problem for over 40% of adults over age 50. The vitamin B12 in sardines, 338% of daily needs per can, is much more than in chicken. This big dose helps make red blood cells and keeps your nervous system working well, both needed for good muscle performance. Research looked at eating sardines in older adults with muscle loss. After 6 months of eating sardines 3 times a week, people gained about 4.2 pounds of lean muscle and increased grip strength by 18%. Sardines also contain taurine, an amino acid that makes muscle squeeze harder and reduces tiredness during exercise. Studies show taurine increases exercise ability by up to 16%. Choose sardines packed in olive oil for extra anti-swelling benefits. The mix of omega-3s from sardines and plant compounds from olive oil creates a powerful team for muscle health. Food number 2, beef liver. Number 2 is debatable, but true based on science: beef liver. This organ meat has nutrients that simply do not exist in good amounts in chicken or any muscle meat. 4 ounces of beef liver gives 24 grams of complete protein. But liver strength comes from having the most nutrients per bite. It is the most nutrient-packed food on the planet. Beef liver has 1,620% of your daily vitamin A needs per 4-ounce serving. Vitamin A is vital for making protein and keeping the cells that fix and repair muscle tissue healthy. Studies show a lack of vitamin A lowers the speed of muscle building by up to 45%. The iron content in beef liver is huge, 80% of daily needs per serving, and it is heme iron, the easiest form for your body to use. Your body uses up to 25% of heme iron, compared to only 2 to 3% of non-heme iron from plants. Iron shortage is the most common lack of nutrients worldwide, and a main reason for muscle weakness and tiredness that has no clear reason. Fixing iron shortage with liver can increase strength by 20% or more in weeks. Beef liver gives 1,620% of your daily vitamin B12 needs, over 3,000 micrograms per serving. This massive dose quickly fixes a shortage and supports the energy systems in muscle cells. Here's the compound that makes liver impossible to replace: choline. Beef liver has 330 milligrams per 4-ounce serving, 73% of daily needs. This is more than any other food we commonly eat. Choline is essential for making acetylcholine, the chemical signal responsible for muscle squeeze. Without enough choline, the messages between your nerves and muscles get worse, lowering strength and coordination. Liver has a lot of CoQ10, copper, zinc, and selenium, minerals that are often missing in normal diets, but are key for muscle function. A study in the 1970s looked at giving dried liver to swimmers. The liver group increased their swim time until exhaustion by 47%, compared to only 4% in the control group, even though they train the same way. The copper in liver, 160% of daily needs per serving, is crucial for making collagen and keeping the tissue that connects muscle to bone strong. A lack of copper leads to more injuries and worse muscle function. Beef liver has all the B vitamins in great amounts: thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, and folate. These vitamins work together to turn food into ATP, the energy money your muscles use to move. Start with just 1 ounce of liver per week if you are new to organ meats. Mix it with ground beef for burgers or meatballs to hide the taste while still getting the nutrients.
Food number 1, oysters. And now, the number 1 food that is better than chicken for building muscle: oysters. 6 medium oysters give 16 grams of protein. But that is just the start. Oysters have things that chicken does not have in any good amount. Things that directly control the hormones responsible for muscle growth. Here is why oysters are the ultimate muscle-building food: zinc. 6 medium oysters provide 673% of your daily zinc needs, over 75 milligrams in 1 serving. Zinc is the most important mineral for making testosterone. Studies show that a lack of zinc lowers testosterone levels by up to 75% in 20 weeks. Fixing a zinc shortage increases testosterone by about 93% in just 6 months. Research looked at giving zinc to athletes doing hard training. The zinc group showed 32% higher testosterone levels and gained 2.1 more pounds of lean muscle compared to the group that took nothing over 12 weeks. But zinc does more than just boost testosterone. It is needed for protein building inside the cells. A lack of zinc reduces the rate of muscle protein building by up to 60%, no matter how much protein you eat. You can eat all the protein in the world, but without enough zinc, your body cannot use it to build muscle. Oysters have huge amounts of selenium, 187% of daily needs per 6 oysters. Selenium helps your thyroid make hormones and protects muscle tissue from damage during exercise. The vitamin B12 in oysters, 480% of daily needs, is much more than in beef liver. This big dose ensures the best energy production and red blood cell creation. Oysters provide good amounts of copper, iron, and magnesium, the exact mineral mix needed to carry oxygen to working muscles. Here is the compound in oysters that scientists are most excited about: taurine. Oysters are one of the richest natural sources, giving up to 200 milligrams per meal. Taurine makes muscle squeeze harder, lowers stress caused by exercise, and improves how well insulin works. A review of taurine studies found average increases in exercise performance of 12% and drops in muscle damage signs of 27%. Oysters contain D-aspartic acid, an amino acid that triggers the release of a hormone that signals the body to make testosterone. Studies show D-aspartic acid increases testosterone levels by up to 42% in 12 days. The omega-3 content in oysters, 400 milligrams of EPA and DHA per serving, lowers swelling and boosts the muscle-building reaction to lifting weights. A key study looked at giving zinc to older men with low testosterone. After 6 months, those taking zinc gained 4.9 pounds of lean muscle compared to 1.1 pounds in the control group, and they weren't even training. Oysters are also rich in glycogen, the sugar stored in muscles for energy. The glycogen in oysters helps fill up muscle energy stores after exercise, aiding in recovery and growth. Choose fresh oysters if possible, or canned oysters packed in water or olive oil. Just 2 servings per week provide enough zinc to maximize testosterone and muscle building. So there you have it, 8 foods that are better than chicken for building and keeping muscle after 50. The science is clear. Chicken breast is incomplete. It lacks the minerals, healthy fats, and small nutrients your muscles need to grow. The biggest mistake you can make is relying on just one protein source. Rotate these 8 foods all week long to cover all your body's needs. Start with oysters twice a week for zinc and testosterone help. Add salmon or sardines 3 times a week for omega-3s and vitamin D. Include eggs daily for complete protein and choline. Eat liver once or twice per week for iron and B vitamins. Fill in with Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and lentils to meet your protein goals. If you found this information useful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I break down the newest research on aging, muscle, and performance every single week. Leave a comment telling me which of these 8 foods you are going to try first. And if you want to see the actual studies I talked about, I have linked all the research papers in the description below.
Remember, it is never too late to rebuild strength. The right foods combined with steady weightlifting can reverse years of muscle loss in just a few months. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.